Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Glam Polish Knockout Part 2 collection. There are 9 polishes in this collection. They are a mix of like straight up kind of scattered, it's like a mix between scattered and linear holographics, and then these are really cool kind of holographic micro glitter mixes as well. These are releasing on May 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern, so I will link Glam Polish down below where you guys can check these out, and I will get into the swatches. The first polish is called Thwack, and this is a black-ish holographic. It almost has kind of like a midnight blue look to it, but I think it's just black with a lot of holographic mixed in. So here is one coat of Thwack. So this one covers okay on the first coat. It's a little bit sheer and a little bit, I don't want to say streaky, I think it's just sheer. This is a good, smooth, easy to work with formula. It might be a little bit on the thin side, but that's just me. I tend to like thicker formulas. So there is one coat of Thwack. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Thwack. So this one covers completely on 2 coats, and 2 coats really deepens the color quite a bit as well. This is kind of the middle ground between a linear and a scattered holographic. It definitely has a linear reflect, but it also has wider spread particles as well, like a scattered. So there is 2 coats of Thwack. The next polish is called Pop, and this has a creamy kind of coral-ish base with a holographic silver micro glitter and some like spectraflare kind of holographic mixed in. So here's one coat of Pop. This one actually covers really well on the first coat. It is a little bit sheer. I can see through to my nail line, so I am going to do a second. This has a really great formula. It doesn't feel thick or gritty at all, which is usually something that can happen when you have something that's so packed with micro glitter. It's not like that. It's really smooth, really easy to apply. So there is 2 coats of Pop. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Pop. So this one covers completely on 2 coats. Again, great formula, not too thick, not too thin. This will dry a little bit textured, so you will want to add a good top coat. So there is 2 coats of Pop. The next polish is called Zoom, and this is a sea blue holographic. So here is 1 coat of Zoom. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It is a little bit sheer, so it will need 2. The formula on this is really good, not too thick, not too thin, easy to apply, it's easy to control. So there is 1 coat of Zoom. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Zoom. This one covers completely on 2 coats, and it does deepen the color quite a bit as well. Again, great formula on this one. That does dry a little bit dull. THWAAK did that as well. So you probably will want a top coat for all of these because the hollows seem to dry dull and then the micro glitters will dry a little bit textured. So there is 2 coats of Zoom. The next polish is called Boing, and this is a purpley pink kind of creamy base with the holographic silver micro glitter and some holographic scattered in there as well. So here is 1 coat of Boing. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It is a little bit sheer. I can still see my nail line, so it is going to need a second. This one has another great formula. It's really smooth, really easy to apply, especially for as much micro glitter is mixed into this. It's not gritty at all. So there is 1 coat of Boing. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here's 2 coats of Boing. This one covers completely in 2 coats and deepens the color quite a bit as well. And the sparkle in this is just amazing. Like there's so much holographic glitter and then like little holographic particles in there going on, and it's just incredible. Again, great formula. It does dry a little bit textured, so you will want a good top coat, but I have noticed that so far all of the polishes in this collection have dried really fast. So there is 2 coats of Boing. The next polish is called Woosh, and this is a medium purple holographic. So here is 1 coat of Woosh. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. I can see through it a little bit. I feel like the color can get a little bit deeper, so I'm going to do 2. The formula on this one is really good, easy to apply, not too thick, not too thin. So there is 1 coat of Woosh. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Woosh. This one covers completely on 2 coats, and it does deepen the color quite a bit as well. Again, good formula. Dries a little bit dull, so you will want a top coat to make it glossy. And these aren't like a linear holographic or scattered holographic. They're kind of in between the two. So there is 2 coats of Woosh. The next polish is called KRUNCH, and this is a deep purple with holographic silver micro glitter and a scattered holographic. So here is 1 coat of KRUNCH. This one covers okay on the first coat. It is going to need a second though. I can still see through it a little bit, and the color is not quite as deep as it is in the bottle. This has another great formula. It doesn't feel gritty or thick considering how much glitter is actually in it. So there is 1 coat of KRUNCH. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of KRUNCH. So 2 coats deepens the color and covers the nail line completely. The sparkle in this stands out incredibly on the second coat because it deepens up the base enough to have a really great contrast. So there is 2 coats of KRUNCH. The next polish is called Wham, and this is such a blinding silver. It looks like it's a silver flaky, like those really awesome silver flakes that come together to look like a mirror. It looks like it's those with a silver holographic glitter mixed in. So here's 1 coat of Wham. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. I can still see through it, so it is going to need a second. Sorry for the glare of my lights also. I'm still working on my lighting for my temporary setup that I'm working with. The formula on this is really good, really smooth, really easy to apply. It doesn't feel like it's a glitter at all. So there is 1 coat of Wham. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Wham. This one covers completely in 2 coats, and the sparkle on this is just incredible. The formula on this is really good, not too thick, not too thin. So there is 2 coats of Wham. The next polish is called Smash, and this is kind of like a cranberry red holographic. So here's 1 coat of Smash. This one covers really well on the first coat. I can just barely see my nail line through it, but I do think it's going to deepen up quite a bit on the second coat. This is the same great formula. I've kind of come to expect that from Glam Polish. I mean, I haven't tried a ton of them, but everyone that I've tried has had a fantastic formula. So there is 1 coat of Smash. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Smash. This one covers completely in 2 coats, though it was nearly opaque in 1. I think if you did 1 thick coat, you could get away with 1. The second coat here really did deepen the color, though. So there is 2 coats of Smash. And the last polish is called Zonk, and this is kind of a tealy blue base with that holographic micro glitter and holographic mixed in. So here's 1 coat of Zonk. This one covers okay. It's a bit sheer on the first coat, so it is going to need a second. The formula on this is really great. Just like the other ones, it doesn't feel like there's glitter in there at all. It's very, very smooth. So there is 1 coat of Zonk. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here's 2 coats of Zonk. This one covers completely in 2 coats, and it also deepens the color quite a bit. And just like with the dark purple one, once the color is deepened up, it creates a really nice contrast between the holographic glitter and the dark base and helps the glitter stand out more. So there is 2 coats of Zonk. So my 2 favorites in this collection are going to have to be Wham, because even though it's a holographic silver micro glitter and it's nothing I haven't really seen before, there's just something different about this one. There's something that stands out really, really nicely. And yeah, I really, really liked this one. The other one that I really, really liked was Zoom. They're kind of mixes between linear and scattered holographics. They're right at like the middle ground between the two. And of course this is blue, so I really, really liked that finish. And then of course, if I'm going to pick a favorite from those finishes, it's going to be the blue one. So I really liked Zoom as well. So that is the Knockout Part 2 collection from Glam Polish. Again, these release on May 6th at 6 p.m. I will link Glam Polish down below so you guys can check these out. As always, I will have all my swatches from this collection posted to my Instagram account relatively soon after the video goes up, so you guys can see them a little bit longer in more detail. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later. Bye!